Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ máa wò ó ẹ subscribe síbẹ̀ ẹ like ẹ̀ bó bá ṣe ń lọ àwa ò ní jẹ́ kétí yín ó di sí o Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV àgbàlẹ́tù ọmọdé làwọ̀.
káàbọ̀ sí Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV níbi tá a ti máa ń fún yín ní àwọn ọ̀kan òjọ̀kan onírúurú tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lókè òkun tó jẹ mọ́ Yorùbá. Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV a máa gbé yín débẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́gbà àkọ́kọ́ lẹ́yìn wò wá ẹ tẹ subscribe button síbẹ̀ ẹ má gbàgbé láti tẹ aago tí ń bẹ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tí ó máa ta yín lólobó nígbàkúgbà tá a bá ti wà lórí ètò Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV kí la ní fún wa lẹ́nìí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yín débẹ̀.
People were brought to court because they said they protested against a court order. We were still challenging the propriety of even the arraignment on the ground that you said people violated court order by protesting. We never heard of a constitution in this country, even despite all its defects, designating places where people should protest. If a protest is illegal, it is illegal. If it is not illegal, it is not illegal. You cannot say people can protest in that street, but they cannot protest in this street. And you are so confident that that will be justified. But today, the police were disappointed in judiciary. They have been masquerading themselves as law enforcers. They have been blackmailing the defendants that they protested against a court order. But what we witness in court today is a direct opposite of the propaganda they were selling to the public. Majority of us have already fallen to that propaganda. Majority of us are already accusing the defendants. Why did they protest when there is a court order? But what we saw here today was that the magistrate courageously granted bail. That is an order of court. He gave a very liberal bail conditions. He said there should be 2 shorties worth 500,000 with tax clearance and a means of identification. The police were so disappointed, and I even heard that some of the people involved here, they are senior police officers. They came to monitor the proceeding with about more than 50 police officers in this court. There were 2 roadblocks in the morning. The entire premises was cordoned off. At the end of the day, when they saw that the bail perfection was in process, CSP Iliasu led brigade of police officers to come attack us together with all other lawyers and innocent people who were just in court premises to say they are good. The woman selling food here was manhandled. The table was destroyed. The food was destroyed. Showore was bundled violently. People were holding his hand. People were holding his leg into that vehicle. In the course of that, some of us who ask questions, where are you taking him? In fact, CSP Iliasu brought a paper which he called remand order. And we asked him to show us that remand order. He refused to show us. We asked him if you are taking Showore to prison custody. On what ground can you do that? If he's not able to perfect the bail condition. And if he's not able to do that and you are taking him, where are the prison officials? The prison officials will be here. Why must it be police? Why must it be you? In the course of that, they descended on everybody. I was injured. I was lost in my beef. This is my beef. We were manhandled and Showore's clothes was torn. And they forced him into their vehicle. And they took him away. As we speak, we don't know where he is. But we are still trying to follow up on the bail perfection. If you perfect the bail today, then we want the police to justify why, whatever reason they have, to keep him. This is illegality. This is not injury. Yes, this is my injury. This is 10. This is blood stain on my bib. CSP Iliasu led there more than 50 officers. People were, in fact, a lawyer was here in another matter entirely. He was arrested. People were arrested. People were trying to cover with their phone. Individuals who have cases in court were abducted. As we speak, we don't know where they are. And that is what the police institutions have done today. They talk about court order. There's a court order now. They alleged people are not respecting court order. But today they have come here to not just to violate court order, but to violate the sanctity of this premises. It's an embarrassment. And we call on the Attorney General. Because we know this is about Nigeria State. We call on the Attorney General. If the Inspector General of Police will not see reason, why they will not be reasonable in the face of any personal grievances they may have against or anybody, we call on the Attorney General to let sanity prevail. We call on the Nigeria Bar Association. They have come to destroy the sanctity of court. Police officers, they have come to violently to the court sittings were interrupted. And this is a public outrage. Everybody here today is disappointed because it is not expected. We felt police have followed the law. If the magistrate had denied bail today, that would be a justification. If the magistrate had granted bail and the defendant are unable to meet up, that would be a justification. But this thing happened around to 11 when the court had granted bail in this city. That's what witness got today. That's what witness. We call for the release of Showore. That is very, very important. We call for his release. We call on the Nigerian Bar Association too to rise up. We cannot continue to watch things happen like this. Otherwise, people will lose faith in judiciary. People will lose faith in court process. Thank you. I'm done.
100 of them came into this court compound, surrounded this mango tree where we were all sitting. And the next thing is, they grabbed Showore by the neck. Some were holding his shirt, some were holding his leg. You know, they were rough handling him. They pushed him until they crashed into this woman's food food shop. I don't know what to call it, where he sells food. This is his table. Okay, let me show you. That's the woman's table. They broke it, fell her way, scattered everything. The woman is there. They destroyed her properties for no just cause. Showore was not resisting going. He said, show me the order you claim that you have, and I will follow you. But the man did not show the order. He just flashed a piece of paper like this so that you can't read it, and then squeezed it and put it in his pocket, and they all bundled him into their vehicle. One of the lawyers, Tope, was injured. If you check his hand, he's injured. Blood was coming out. His bead, this white thing we wear on the neck, was stained with blood. All of us, we ran away. And then the funny thing is that there was a guy who was a lawyer who was making a call here. They say he was filming them. They also bundled him into their vehicle and left. And they refused anybody from bringing out their phones. If they saw you with phone, they grab you and throw you into their vehicle. So I want to find out really from Nigeria and from the Inspector General of Police. Did you give your men order to arrest people who video them in when they are arresting people? If you are doing a good work, shouldn't you want to advertise it so that people know, oh, I'm doing a good work? Why are you scared of being videoed? Why are you doing your things in secret? Showore said that you are a retired police officer. You are not qualified to be Inspector General. Sort it out with him in court. Why send your men to brutalize him whenever he raises that issue outside? Why do you send your men to brutalize? Because that is the essence of that brutality you saw. It was as if there's something personal between the police officers and Showore. I don't think it was just because there is a remand order. I think there's something deep personal, and they really want to show him that they can deal with him anyhow and anywhere. That's what I saw here. Thank you.
The name, sir?
My name is Chinemeke Ejiofor. I'm a lawyer. I'm the one who represented Showore today in court.
Chinemeke?
Yes, Chinemeke Ejiofor. Yes. Thank you.
Name.
Yes. We have experienced today an unfortunate situation of abuse of power by the Nigerian police force. They brought Mr. Showore to this court on the allegation that this honorable court on the allegation that he had breached court orders. And what they have done today is a demonstration of breach of a court order as well. Because when they arraigned Mr. Showore today, the magistrate granted bail to Mr. Showore to their disappointment. And instead of allowing Mr. Showore to follow through the process of perfecting the bail that he has been granted, they began to engage in some scrupulous conduct, all targeted at still rearresting Mr. Showore from this premises today. It is shameful. If any of you was here to see the manner in which Mr. Showore was harassed and bundled out of this premises, for what? For being granted bail, to their disappointment, because they believe that the court should have cooperated with them in their unjust way of attempting to continuously incarcerate Mr. Showore. Mr. Showore was bundled out of this place. Lawyers were beaten, traders were beaten, their products were thrown away. Lawyers were arrested for using their phones because they did not want anybody to capture the conduct they demonstrated here today. So it is really, really unfortunate, and we as Nigerians must continue to resist this level of oppression and clamp down on dissenting opinions and dissenting views, because this is nothing but an attempt to clamp down on the dissenting voice. The matter took another dimension the moment Mr. Showore attempted to address the fact that he knows that this matter is being orchestrated from the office of the Inspector General of Police, who he believes is executing this course out of personal vendetta. And that was when some policemen, in attempt to showcase or demonstrate their loyalty to their IGP, the retired Inspector General of Police, began to bundle him and harass everybody here. So we are calling on the Attorney General of the Federation. We are calling on the Chief Justice of Nigeria. We are also calling on the Nigerian Bar Association to rise up to the occasion and deprecate the conduct of the Nigerian police today. What they demonstrated here is not just an illegality, but an unprecedented sort of illegality. And it is unfortunate. But one thing that we must state is that continuously we are going to stand on our ground in resisting all forms of illegality and unlawful conduct by the Nigerian police.
Take the hold of the person. Then what is the essence of
disrupting the inside the court premises. The woman that is selling mineral destroy his table. The people that the court officers, while the court was sitting. What is the problem? So we are calling that. In fact, we are applying that the judge should order the police to attend the front to come and say why.
Well, Judith, there you go. Pandemonium continues right here at the magistrate court. An argument has just ensued right now. Is this for us or against us? I don't know.
Said the person there and said that depending when the person will meet up with their bail condition, he should be remanded to prison custody. Police, are you prison custody? We have warders here assigned to this court. They are the people that are supposed to direct where Showore will be. If the person, if Showore was unable to meet up with bail condition, the prison warders will take Showore. Why are you taking it personal? Police, what is the problem? Is that what you are advised to do? Is that what you are recruited to do? Showore is not the only suspect in this court. There are some other suspects. You can see how they are bringing suspects here in this court, and you can see prison warder they are assigned to this court. What is the position of the police? Do you want to kill him? Does he think that Showore don't have the right as a citizen of Nigeria? And I'm calling Nigerian Bar Association cannot keep quiet. Look at a lawyer, Mohammed and the other lawyer. Okay, you got them injured. And you see their collar is then stained with blood in the court premises. Do we continue like this for goodness sake?
Sir, I want to ask you, so what's the implication of this particular act from the legal terms?
It amounts to contempt of court. This is abuse of power. This is abuse of executive recklessness. And everybody should condemn it. This happened in Kuje Magistrate Court premises. What society are we building for ourselves? We cannot continue like this. You arrested somebody that he disobeyed court order, and you are the person even disobeyed the court order. Because court, you said that court granted interview to people.
No, this is shady. That will increase the brightness of my own. I just want a quick interview at the stand now. Madam. Good afternoon, madam. What do you do police? What is your name?
I didn't do anything. My name is Mrs. Patricia Machi.
Okay, so what do you want to do police now?
I didn't do anything. I'm doing my business. Okay. Because,
how long you don't do this business?
Oh, almost 10 years now.
And for that 10 years, you don't ever find police trouble?
No.
So what will happen today?
So, I don't know. They don't come for this man case and I'm selling my things. So before I know, they started kata, and I'm going to push. For me, I'm trying to pack my things. They now push me and scatter my things.
Did you sustain any injury? They wound you? Okay, they don't touch your body.
Them push me. So when they push me, they now scatter my things. I was talking, nobody answered me. They scatter my rice, then scatter my egg. Then this is my head, and they throw it from my right.
See the shares of the hands.
It's a red thing. And inside this thing, even my table, they have scattered my table. And this table is I borrow. They mask the table, and I borrow. So this table is not my own. And from this business, I'm feeding my family, I'm paying my children's school fees.
So now you will constantly pay for this table again when not be yours?
Yes, it's not my own, and I will still pay it. And I don't know how to pay it. Because even the money, I used to collect loan to do the business. So now that I'm doing this, I don't know how to do it. I don't know.
Your full name again?
This is Patricia Machi.
Sorry.
Madam, how carry your fire? They don't break her. No worry, you got the end of it. We will remember you. We'll come back and say. Don't worry, don't. When we move, we don't reach full America now. We'll give you back. Yeah, sir. Concrete evidence, sir. Yeah. You want to speak to the media, okay.
I want to.
I'm not doing
Okay.
I was telling the guy in white, I said, talk to his lawyer.
That is Elias.
Why are you dragging him for? Talk to his lawyer. No, you have to drag him.
That is
They post everything all over this place for what?
If you anti-vice, FCTC ID. That is the person who led the Togri and Brigandage today.
It's terrible. You shouldn't do that.
ọ̀wọ́ ajẹ́gbà àkọ́kọ́ lẹ́yìn ń wò wá abẹ́ tí jẹ́ olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ò wá ti tẹ subscribe button síbẹ̀ ẹ bá wa tẹ̀ ẹ sì má gbàgbé láti tẹ aago tí ń bẹ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ èyí tí ó máa ta yín lólobó nígbàkúùgbà tá a bá ti wà lórí ètò ẹ já share ètò ọ̀hún ẹ já pín kálẹ̀ ẹ já like ẹ já comment sórí ẹ̀ tọ̀ kó wá ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ táàrí lábalábí tá a wà yìí a ó tún jọ pàdé lọ́jọ́ míì ọjọ́ rí ni o búburú kan ò ní ṣe yín kò ní ṣe wá ire o ire kàbìtì.
Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ máa wò ó ẹ subscribe síbẹ̀ ẹ like ẹ bó bá ṣe ń lọ àwa ò ní jẹ́ kétí yín ó di sí o Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV àgbàlẹ́tù ọmọdé làwọ̀.